We as a society need to bring back approaching people and asking people out in public. Because dating apps being the only actual option to meet somebody is atrocious. Like, I seriously have a bone to pick with whoever started the whole don't approach women in public, they don't want to talk to you thing. That's a lie. If you approach somebody in a kind and respectful way, there's no way they can actually get mad at you. And if they do, they're just entitled and dumb and you don't want to talk to them anyway. So if you see someone out in public and you think, oh, they seem cool, they're cute, whatever, go give them your number. Like, what do you have to lose? What do you actually have to lose? Nothing. Just do it.
That's the thing. When they do, and if they do, it's not if, it's when they do. Because a lot of these women have bad attitudes.
Okay, so I have this man who pays all my bills, right? It's been like, I don't know, like a year or two of this, and he sends me money like twice a month, all right? Covers all my bills, my rent, everything. And I actually don't know what to do because I don't want to lose him, right? But also, he's been driving me up the wall lately with the things that he's been asking me. For example, a couple days ago, he's like, we're all in the meeting, are you joining? And I'm like, I was tanning. I'm like, no, I don't really want to join a meet. You go and enjoy your meeting, I guess. Like, literally today, like first thing in the morning at 9 a.m. he starts. He's like, are you online today? I'm like, what are you asking me right now? And then at noon, he's like, can you respond to these emails? Can you get the PowerPoint deck to the clients? I'm like, well, literally, like, why are you like actually texting me the most annoying stuff in the world right now? I don't know. Am I being a bit? I just like feel like he doesn't really understand our dynamic.
And yet, even while you tanning by that pool, you gonna be available to that man 24/7. Even if you're on vacation, you gonna be available to that man 24/7. Oh, I got PTO. Oh, I decided to take a day off for my mental health 24/7. I need you to send these emails to this client. Make sure they got it. Oh, I appreciate that. And you may or may not get a bonus. But if it's actually your man that is supposed to be taking care of you and you dumping traumas and emotional dumps on him every single day, all of a sudden I'm not happy in the relationship and I can leave. He can't call on you. He can't rely on you like that boss man relies on you. Fantastic.
Do you believe in divorce? No?
No, but I know that it happens, you know?
Yeah. So 15 years down the line, if you were unhappy, would you be open to a divorce?
Just for being unhappy? What describe that?
What
do you mean by unhappy?
Like, if you feel like he's not meeting your needs, if you feel like you are overwhelmed and you don't feel acknowledged, seen, or heard, you feel like you're working super hard and you're kind of doing it on your own, if you feel like parenthood, it's mostly you carrying the brunt of the work, and you just feel like it is completely one-sided.
No, because there has to be a reason why that's happening. Mm-hmm. So why is it happening? Why am I feeling this way? What's going on with
neglect?
You? Like,
it's sheer neglect. The reason is neglect. If he gets neglectful, which is
for
the
years,
root, maybe
years on years, perhaps years on years, but no, because at the end of the day, like, you can figure it out.
I agree with you.
You can figure it out.
But I know that a lot of people quit their marriages because they feel like they can't anymore.
Yeah, a lot of women do that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because men will stay in an unhappy marriage for a long time
Mm-hmm.
and just take on the brunt of whatever their role is.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, I think, especially if you have kids, you have to look at the whole picture. I mean, if you're fighting and everything like that, but I don't see that for us because the fighting every day and stuff like no. I don't see that for us.
I'm with you on that. I can feel that. I think that's really great.
I wonder if women are ever going to get tired of lying, specifically lying to one another. The trend of women who are not necessarily traditionally attractive coming forward on the social medias and saying, I know I'm not attractive. And other women getting in the comment section saying, no, sis, you're beautiful. Never change. You're perfect just like you are. Do you think you're helping her? And I could understand you're trying to get her to love herself. You're encouraging her to embrace who she naturally is. I understand and I agree with that. But I also know that there are some women with ill intent. No different from the women on social media. There are women in the friend circles that will watch this girl wear a hairstyle that's not complimentary, wear clothes that make her look more frumpy and unattractive, and will hype up the fact that, yeah, girl, you look good, and know that she doesn't, and then giggle behind her back. And I want y'all to know that I see y'all. And I know y'all are doing that because y'all want her, the ugly friend, to stand next to you to make you look more attractive. Oldest trick in the book. And I don't understand why some women do not see it. But listen to me. If you feel like you are not as attractive as you would like to be, you can't help your genetics. But what you can do is change how you wear your hair. Change what kind of clothes you wear. Figure out what makeup will compliment you. Get your skin routine going so your skin pops. Fix your teeth. You can fix those things. You can improve what you have. I will never tell anybody to get plastic surgery to make themselves look different, but you can change the clothes so your body looks more complimentary. Listen, any woman who tells you not to improve yourself is not a friend. Social media or in public person, it doesn't matter. She is not a friend. Because the only way to have success in life and to continue to have success is to be the best version of you. And wearing frumpy clothes and an uncomplimentary hairstyle and just going out looking a mess when you know you need a little extra.
That man is quite literally minding his own business. He sat at least 4 chairs down from you and on the other side. Just because you're a woman does not mean that you quite literally get to exist in a room with only women and not men. Because that is a public airport. And honestly, if you have a problem with where that man decided to sit, you could also decide to move. And maybe then if that man followed you, that would be a reasonable thing to have an issue with. What's really happening here is that you're trying to villainize a man that did nothing wrong. And that is what I have an issue with and what most women should take up issue with on social media. Because you know, I know, we all know that that man did nothing wrong. But the truth is that you decided to film somebody unknowingly and then you posted it on social media. So let's be real. Who's really the creep?
If a guy tells me that a girl is gorgeous, someone I've never seen, you know, maybe a girl he's met or he's dating, 9 out of 10 times that girl's going to be very, very good looking. If a girl, however, on the other hand, tells me that another girl is gorgeous, you know, one of her friends that I haven't met before, that comes with a 4 out of 10 hit rate. The accuracy sticker on that is, that's going to be a walk in 4 pitches.
Is anyone else thinking it's starting to be really cringy how some girls are acting? Like they're so self-absorbed with them, how they look, and thinking they're the hottest, which they might be pretty, but it's over the top to where they think the world revolves around their beauty. It's like cringy, dude. Seriously. Do guys notice that, or do they get the ick too? Because if I saw a guy acting like that, I'd be like, okay, you're good looking, but come on, you're full of yourself, bro. I don't know, dude. It's starting to become really trendy to act like that, and it's very like, I am the hottest thing ever. Don't talk to me, don't look at me. Energy that's like so cringy to me, dude. Just act normal.
Yeah, there's plenty of men that notice it. We've been noticing it for years. But when we say something about it, like somebody said in the comments, we get called misogynistic, sassy, and a hater. Men definitely notice this. This is what they're talking about when you say you're looking for these types of guys, then calling us ugly, calling us chopped. But you don't look that great. You don't have a personality. You really don't have anything to offer or bring to the table. And that's why a lot of men stay single.
It makes me laugh when I see contempt for the idea of women paying 50-50 in a relationship. Because I pay more than 50% in my marriage because I make more money than my husband does. And so our joint account, all of our money goes into that. And obviously my money is more than his money. So that means I'm contributing more to everything. You know, proportionally it's the same. We both put 100% of our income into the joint account, but my 100% is bigger than his 100%. It's really only in online spaces that I've ever experienced any kind of pushback towards that. You know, some women will go, well, why are you with someone who makes less money than you? But at that point, you just are being the patriarch, right? Like there's no functional difference between you telling me that I should be with a richer man or, you know, an 18th century lord telling his daughter that she must not marry beneath her station. What makes you functionally different from any other patriarchal figure who insists that a woman's job is to marry well? And by the way, I have married well because I've married someone who brings endless joy and meaning to my life, right? I am happy to be the primary earner. I love my job. I love my career. I love my husband. It's all great. It's just disappointing. It's disappointing because I feel like I'm living the life that so many of our feminist ancestors fought for. Not specifically because I make more money than my husband, but because I have a career and a job that I love. I have a partner who is wonderful to me. I have a lot of agency in my life. I have a lot of meaning in my life. That's it. I'm doing it, right? And obviously my life's not perfect. Like, I'm still living under patriarchy and capitalism and all the other systems of oppression. But I am living a life that would have been very, very difficult for women just a few generations ago to achieve. And so it's disappointing that there are people out there who will describe themselves as feminists on the one hand, but then will be very disparaging and disrespectful about the kind of life that I am living. And you know, if tomorrow my husband was to wake up and get a new job that paid loads of money and, you know, he became the primary earner, then that's great for us, right? More money, yay. But our life wouldn't really change that much. Now he would be the primary earner. Now he would be paying more than 50% into the pot. But the way we live our life would be pretty much the same, just with some more money. Because it actually doesn't matter which one of us is the primary earner, because we are either way sharing this life and building this life together.
There's a small group of women who believe that their divine femininity and their essence and the power that is within them is attached to how masculine a man is. And I just want you to know that you don't know what the hell you're talking about.
So I've been simping over this situationship, and I just realized that I can't be wasting any more time on this. So tonight I decided to take myself on a solo date, and I'm gonna go to a bar by myself and see if I meet anyone.
But first, let me get some dinner. I went to Raku for dinner, and I got this beef udon. It was so good, but it was really hot to eat this during summertime. This would be perfect for wintertime. Like, the broth was so good.
Okay, I'm on my way to a bar right now. Actually, I had drinks already with two new friends that I randomly met on the streets. And this is why I love about New York. It's just like, you never know who you're gonna meet and have a great time with.
I also found this really cute bar in East Village, and I was just drinking by myself, chit-chatting with people sitting next to me at the bar. Had a great time. I should do this more often.
A dude in the comments said, situationship equals F buddy. I don't know if I can argue with that.
Why are women hardwired to melt down a relationship, to sabotage a relationship? Everything that attracted them to you as a man, from my experience, once you get in a relationship, those are the things that they want to change about you. Why did you want to be with me if I had all these characteristics and all these traits when we first met? But now those are the things you want to change? But you wouldn't have been attracted to me in the first place if I wasn't doing those things.
The most attractive thing a woman finds in a man is competency. But a competent man is a dangerous man. When a woman gets with a very competent man, she starts to feel insecure because she's like, oh, he could get other options. There might be a better girl than me out there. And so their instincts kick in to try and neuter the man. It makes sense because women are going to raise children and they're going to be very vulnerable when they do that. So they do what's called nesting at home. As soon as they start getting into that feminine space, they started creating a home and decorations and getting ready for the baby and all those types of things. But they try to nest their man. All the things are making him powerful. All the things are about it. Him going to the gym, him hanging out with his buddies, him spending time at work. All of these things that are making him attractive to begin with are now threats. She's going to be like, I don't like it when you go to the gym so much. And I don't like that guy. I don't like it when you hang out with him. And as guys, we have this innate conditioning from society and all this programming that our job is to sacrifice for our woman. And so we think if she sees me sacrificing for her, she'll recognize how much I love her and she'll love me back. And the second you start doing that is the second she stops respecting you and she stops being attracted to you. You're not competent anymore.
You're judging people based off their past, basically. Yeah. Oh, you're one of those. So if a girl tells you, you know, she had a bunch of bodies.
If a told me, hey, I like this bitch, she told me she got a trend ran on her at 18, you think I'm gonna stay with her?
Yeah, she was probably going through a hard time at that time.
Going through hella, why does that resort to getting down by two niggas?
Well, it was a release.
Nah.
It was a...
I was in love with one of my best guy friends, and we had a couple moments like here and there, but there was one time, kind of as a joke, I asked him if he thought we'd end up getting married. Like, I just want and he was like, if what? I was like, what do you mean if what? And he was like if we're both 50 and still single, or like if like the world's like about to end, like what would be the... And I was like, oh no, never mind.
what is it called when you would genuinely like a guy, right? And the moment he starts liking you back, you don't want him anymore. Or like the moment you find out like a guy is actually his intentions are pure with you, you like, nah, I don't think I really like him. All of a sudden you're just not interested. But like 5 minutes ago when he wasn't interested, you were interested. Like, what is that?
Somebody said it's called a mental illness. Seek help. The C goated says it's called stupidity.
Do you know what my husband just tried to do to me?
Yeah.
We're leaving. Shut up. We're leaving in Paris in 5 hours, so tensions are a little high.
Yeah.
We also just redid our closet,
This is all her closet now. She took the whole closet.
which we already agreed
And
upon.
now she's saying she doesn't have no space.
And now I'm saying I don't have space for all my. I don't have space for. Can you show?
Yeah.
I don't have space for all my Indian suits because I like my dresses spaced out. Do you know what Akash just did?
Here you go. Watch this. Oh my God.
I'm not doing
How
that.
much space exists?
I'm not doing that.
So what do you want to do? You want to buy a separate house with all hanger space?
No, we were supposed to build a wardrobe, but Akash didn't want to do
For
it because
me,
he's too
because I
cheap.
took the smaller closet.
Yo, are you kidding me? Do you know how much space he has? Look, utilize the shelves, you idiot!
These are for sneakers. And then this is going to be for towels.
Oh my God!
This is going to be for... I gotta clean all this, take it to the storage unit. I just realized today, you don't even know what the storage unit looks like.
I've never been there.
She won't take these downstairs, and then she wants them in
No,
my closet,
these are-
or build a wardrobe so she can have space for their Gurdwara lengas.
Gurdwara suits.
Whatever.
You know what? Let's have a little bit of a better attitude.
You're right. Let's. Plural.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you're squeezed.
Oh gosh, for real? I like my clothes spread out. Then but I literally like my clothes spread out. You want to crunch them all together.
I'm not compressing them.
I don't want them all in the same rack.
These, put them on a different rack. You have racks. You have shelves.
I only have 3 racks.
I have a full walk-in closet. A full walk-in closet in New York City. Do you know how insane that is? A full walk-in closet for yourself in New York City, and you're telling me I don't have space?
I offered you some of my drawers. Oh, I'll put them in the drawers.
There we go. Look at that solution for your full walk-in closet.
Shut up. So rude.
There are little children dying because they don't have food to eat. Just one comment. This woman says, "Girl, don't make me agree with him, please." Another woman, "Girl, don't make me side with the man." Maya says, "Don't make me defend a man." Mimi says, "I'm sorry, girl, but I agree with your husband." Another woman, "He's right." Athena, "Girl, don't make me defend him." Steph Pelston, "Girl, please." Nelly, "LOL, I mean he's right." Lola, "You have so much space, girl. Be effing for real."
I used to get mad at my boyfriend for texting me that he wanted food while he was playing video games. And then I remembered, well, if he's doing something that he loves and he wants to keep doing it, and if I'm not doing anything and I can make him some food, why don't I? And that's how I got this ring.
I know this is probably not going to be a popular opinion, but it has to be said because I think there is a double standard and I'm tired of pretending that there isn't. Women have this thing where if a man is following a lot of women on social media, liking other girls' pictures, Instagram models, all that kind of thing, we see that as very bad and gross, which I think is correct. I believe that that is the right opinion. It's like if a guy, especially if he's in a relationship, is liking other girls' posts, if he's following a lot of Instagram models, he shouldn't be doing that. That's wrong. But then those same women will turn around and be all up in the comment section of a thirst trap on TikTok or a video of Riley Green concert. And they'll be all over that kind of thing and acting as if that kind of lust is okay, but the man's lust is not okay. And that's a double standard. I think if we're going to hold men to a certain standard of mental fidelity, then we have to hold women to the same standard. We have to expect the same of both groups because we're all adults here and we all need to act like adults. Like I just saw a video of a woman saying to her husband that if they went to a Riley Green concert, he would have to pretend not to know who she is in case Riley likes her. Which obviously she meant it as a joke, but can you imagine if a man made the same joke about going to see a woman? If a man told his wife that she would have to pretend not to know him,
I just know that the backlash from that, from women, would be so intense. And it would be, and I believe it would be correct. I believe it would be right to feel upset about that. I would not want my husband to say that to me about a woman, but I would also never ever say that to my husband about another man. I would never excuse lust in myself and then not in someone else. It's just a double standard and it's wrong. And I think it's about time that we all just hold each other to the same standard, because you can't judge someone for something that you're doing. When the Bible says don't judge other people, what it means is do not judge other people for things that you are doing in your own life, because you are going to be judged for those things just like they are. Anyway, this is a hot take. Please be nice in the comments. I'm not trying to start a heated debate. I just think that this is something that is worth addressing, and I think the double standard is wrong. So that's all. But keep the comments nice, please.
What's wrong with video games? Researchers found men who play video games have a lower sex drive, are more likely to be depressed, and struggle with self-esteem. Fathers who play video games spend less time in childcare and engaging with their children. They have reduced shared parenting duties, causing a strain on their partners. It was cited, video games specifically, was cited in 15% of divorce filings in the US. 15% of employed men aged 25 to 35 reported video games caused them to be late to work or call out of work entirely. Gaming also minimizes the pursuit of career or education goals and is used as a coping mechanism, which could further isolate them emotionally from their family. So yes, video games are a problem. And it's more than just men need time alone. Men 100% need a hobby. Go chop some trees. Go shoot some deer, not video games.
I like what somebody in the comments said. What you're talking about is an addiction. And anybody with an addiction, whether it be gambling, whether it be adult entertainment, whether it be shopping, like a lot of women like to do, consuming things, going and getting your nails done. If you do it too much, then it's going to be a problem. While I'm hanging out with my girls, I'm always going to brunch. That's going to be a problem and put a strain on the relationship. So you talking about something that a man can in fact discipline and control versus something that a man is not willing to discipline and control are two different things. But of course, what do you expect from a lot of these modern women who don't know their head from a hole in the ground? Sorry to say it like that.
Nobody cares when a man finds his woman under a bridge.
No, I live for Stedman, but you know that Stedman has for many decades been the butt of jokes.
Yeah, because of gender rules.
Yes.
People feel like because she's Oprah Winfrey, who did y'all want her to be with, Barack Obama? That doesn't make sense, guys. I mean, I feel like that's the weird thing about powerful women, what we're left with. So I'm supposed to find love, but he's got to have a certain amount of money, and then, but at the same time, I got to still be like, guys, what's going on here? Why am I? Nobody cares when a man finds his woman under a bridge. No one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares. And I frankly don't care if that's who you love. That's who you love. Why do we have to deal with that?
Yes.
That to me makes no sense. I ain't never look. My daddy told me a man needs to treat you right. He needs to handle and service you in whatever way you need service. Let me tell you one thing that Kiki don't need:
money.
From nobody. Now, if you want to give a little something and get my nails done, something cute, I'm fine.
Miss Renita Mitchell said, as soon as I adopted this, God sent me a husband. My husband serves me and makes my life very easy, and I'm grateful for that. If you are the earner, be that and let him be what it is that he is good at. And I am unbothered about what people think. There it is. That's all men have been saying this whole entire time. If you find a man that's a good man, most guys are making a little bit of money. Not all the way up in six figures, but they're making a little bit of money. So you can have that man, you can be happy, y'all can split the bills, build a good life to where one of you out earns the other, but things are still getting done in the relationship. That's what everybody's looking for. That's what we mean when we say bring your standards down, or bring that foolishness down.
I have really high standards and I want to be treated like a princess.
What do you give back of value in return?
I'm really good in bed. I'm also very fun to hang out with. I'm really good at cooking. I'm funny. I'm really good at cuddling.
Well, that hasn't been demonstrated yet.
Be patient.
Do you think men really care about humor?
It depends on the guy.
I would say most men don't really.
I don't like those men.
You bring cooking to the table and you bring your body to the table. What else do you bring to the table?
Like I said, I'm funny. I'm a good person to hang out with. I feel like that is definitely something of value. If you want to have someone around, they at least need to be enjoyable.
Yeah, but I mean, all the qualities that you just said, easily a man could have too, but you would still charge him to have those qualities from you, essentially is what you're saying, right?
I mean, that's the only way I'm going to continue dating someone, if they give me the value that I feel good about, or else if they're just taking me on a date and that's it, I don't want to like entertain that.
So would you say that your motivations are mostly self-interested?
Yeah, I mean, if he's enjoying himself too, then it's a win-win.
So a dude in the comments was like, she makes a good argument. I don't know why they're fighting her on this. Great point. But I think to answer your question, a lot of women, including her, go down a laundry list of, let's say, just for the sake of argument, 10 things that they want in a man. And she says, I'm funny, I can cook, and I'm great in bed. Okay, if you're wanting a man to pay for every single thing that you got going on, and he wants to get value out of the relationship just like you do, what is it that you're bringing? You've named 3 things. He's going to have to bring all of those things himself. He's going to have to cook. He's going to have to be good in bed as well. And he's going to have to be funny to you. So y'all match on the 3. You still have 7 at least. Or let's say, even if to get to half, what are some other things that you can do to get to 5 out of the 10 things that you're asking him to bring to the table?
After you date a man with money, you can't go back to dating a broke man. I've already experienced being spoiled. I've already experienced a man with money. And then there's men on here talking about, you need to lower your expectation. Why? If I know I can date men with money, why would I not date men with money? And he treats me good, loves me, I love him. If things don't work out, I'm gonna go find another guy with money to love. Broke men are not the only type of men that you can love. You can love a man with money.
Why are you not dating them? Where are they at? What are they up to? Why are you not with them instead of on here on TikTok?
Because I'm so sick of these men thinking like they're the prize. Okay, baddie. Okay, girly pop. Okay, diva. Okay, baddie queen. Because what do you mean you want to be chased? You think you're the prize and you're asking me what I bring to the table? You're lucky I'm even letting you think about sitting at my table. You're lucky I am even speaking to you. Because women have always been the prize. Women have always been the prize. Women have always been meant to be chased. Wars have literally been started over women. Men used to have to go back in the olden days and been like, go up to your father and be like, here's my cows, here's my land. This is what I have to offer your daughter. Please let me go sit in a room so I can talk to your daughter. Because men used to have to actually show that they had worth.
Nolan said, okay, Sid, the sloth, let's calm it down. Second account said, dude, you are nowhere near hot. What an overinflated ego you have. Dang.
Have y'all ever noticed that men are always taught how to treat a woman properly, but women are never taught how to treat a man properly? In fact, women learn what they should expect from a man, but men never learn what they should expect out of a woman.
Am I told for refusing to continue the date because she showed up with a friend unannounced?
I cannot continue to defend y'all with these type of shenanigans.
It says, basically got matched on Tinder for a Saturday date. We agreed on some cafe in public and she shows up with a friend of hers who's, to be fair, more attractive than herself.
That was your first mistake, sis.
I take that back. What if her thought process was, if my friend is fine, he'll pay for her drinks too? So I don't know. She might have been cooking. She said,
I brought a friend if you don't mind, just to be more comfortable.
I replied, I thought this was a date since I specifically asked if you would like to go out for food and drinks with me. She basically said her friend wanted to come for security reasons. You don't need to be going to dates with your friends. If you are going to go on a date with your friend for security reasons, sit a table away, put a menu in front of your face. What if he think y'all trying to rob him? I got annoyed and said, I'm not doing a 3-person date. Sorry, have a good one, and left. I'm 27 years old with almost no free time looking for a serious partner. Is this normal to bring a friend on a date, or am I just behind with the times? Baby, no, it's not. He's taking you to some place in the day, in public. He didn't take you to no hole in the wall bar in the middle of North Philly. And I don't want to say what is he going to do because I know things have happened. If you're at a point where you're this uncomfortable, maybe you shouldn't be dating. Maybe you're not ready to step out there and get to know new people and try new things. Maybe you should go see a therapist. And another thing
crazy.
friend who's more attractive. Are you trying to steal her man? Her potential man? As the more attractive friend, you should know you don't need to be bringing no other friend. Daytime in a public place is safe enough. What would you do if you showed up to a date and your date brought a friend?
You know what I'm wondering? With the guy who traumatized me trend, right? Are the women that are being traumatized, are these the same women that say, oh, I would never shoot my shot? So that means that they have to pretty much kind of accept whoever comes and shoots their shot because they would never take the initiative to shoot the shot at the man that they actually find attractive. Is that what is happening right now?